A lyrical royalty. Master. Cleverly so make you I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwater, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The blessing, the time and the efforts are rare. The brothers giving a fear and the promise of death. To work with my life without fear.
A lyrical royalty.
Master.
Cleverly so make you I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwater, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise from them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so make you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And you no money, the more I go. And you love me, the more I
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbatter.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nakagiyarina ya tumale, esta tiki, ena Nakagiyarina, tosi wako maya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbatter.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise from them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so make you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And you no money, the more I go. And you love me, the more I
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbatter.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nakagiyarina ya tumale, esta tiki, ena Nakagiyarina, tosi wako maya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbatter.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Cantata, Nima to Lusa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Cancun, Bombay, Cape Town, Montserrat, San to Bacoloo, from Maryland, Pongtown to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care, the promise of them. The welcome and life without care.
A lyrical
Master.
Clay Palace, who make on you, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I go. And you love me, more I go. What is
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Life.
What kind of bread babies going to go for sick or sick with us? What kind of bread? Because they put it to you is it not looking bread. Then what kind of bread are we getting?
SKTV, the best in Liberia, the best in Africa, the best in the whole wide world. How are you, sir? How you doing? How's Liberia?
I'm okay, though.
How is SKTV baby?
Oh, well, thank God we are fine. The baby is okay. In fact, the baby is making progress day by day. And that's one of the things about life. Now I got to understand the reason why God put us on this earth is to make progress. You know, and if so, my baby is just one example. In fact, the SKTV baby is just one example about making progress in life. So indeed, she's making a lot of progress. So she hefty, she
That's good to
good. Yeah. So thank you. Myself, I'm okay. And even though late night, you know, when that budget business was going on, I nearly got some kind of serious headache because I was thinking as well, which type of money the people were talking about, you know, passing here and there. So, well, I'm okay after the little stress coming from our. Well, I'm fine, thank God. And the weather condition here is not really good, but thank God at least for us, we always active and strong.
Well, that's great, and we are happy to be here. Today is another day. Today is Tuesday, the 24th of September, 2024. It's always good to be here on SKTV on Truth FM. And we could not be in a better place, especially when the country is going backward. So the question today is, are we on the right track as a country? If not, what are your suggestions? What's your suggestion for the way forward? So we're going to be discussing a variety of issues, whether it's social, economic, or politics. We'll talk about them. We'll inform our people. We'll discuss the issues that are trending and some of the happenings behind the scene. We are here to enlighten the minds of our people. But yes, indeed, Mabel, what's going on in Liberia? I know you are good. The baby is good. And the madam is doing okay. So what about our country? What's going on in Liberia right now? What are some of the trending news? What are some of the things making news across the country?
So again, let me say thank you. And you know, for people tagging me into their birthday, Joseph Conto, let me say happy birthday to you before I forget. But again, yes,
when did you Conto birthday? You didn't tell us.
Then you did
my birthday tomorrow or today.
Yeah, Joseph, look, Joseph, you got to let us know because let me be frank, even some of you coming on every time following us alone is important. So you know when this happens, go to us or maybe directly, give us some of the information that we need to know. So you might say, or anyway, maybe the man will tell you they're the same, or maybe you're going to committee room, they were happy, and maybe they'll be budget. So Joseph Kondo, happy birthday, my brother. And to yeah. So to all of you, my brother Emma and myself, Emma Wissing, you were showing me some beautiful places today in Canada. I was like, wow, can you imagine? Like certain part of Canada, almost like up interior, but it's like our capital city. So again, but thank God that we have life. So indeed, Liberia is great. We're moving smoothly. Like people will say, even though we are not maybe mentally or how you may think, we are not too okay because of the way politicians are behaving, the way things are going. So Liberians are now walking, talking. I don't know who can remember that thing before. Maybe you can still remember that way back.
We start talking about walkie-talkie because walkie-talkie explode. The explosion of walkie-talkie right now in Lebanon is not for fun. Walkie-talkie can explode. Pager can explode.
Really?
Yeah, they have now weaponized all those things there to make it bomb. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, on a serious note, I know.
So actually, so with all of the latest news, all of the things that have been training throughout the time with the Commerce Minister, Mula, the RRA, the car purchase of somewhat around 96,000 or 100,000 plus USD, and that information been in the media for almost about 3 days now, or 48 hours. And there are a lot of mixed reactions to that. People are condemning the rescue train. Even those who also supported the rescue train, they are also feeling disappointed with the way their own government officials are trending, or they are moving about when it comes to governance. So again, apart from that, also we received this information from him on yesterday about a plane that left Liberia and went to Sierra Leone, and that plane, as we aware, is still there, and the investigation still ongoing as to where the plane was going. And people say, according to the Sierra Leone Information Ministry, they said the plane was heading to Mexico before landing in Sierra Leone. But according to them, they contacted the Liberia Airport Authority, and there were no good information. But investigation still ongoing as to who owned the plane, who are those people that are on board of the plane, and what's the purpose of the plane leaving from Liberia straight to Mexico and so forth. And while the plane landed in Sierra Leone, and Liberia government didn't inform the Sierra Leone Airport Authority. So again, one of these things. And today, the United Party chairman, Luther Tappe, on today, last evening, I think he sent out a memo to some of the party officials, and on today they had a meeting. After the meeting, there was a major press conference, in fact, saying that any other person that will be caught into any corruption scandal or so forth, there will be actions taken against you. The rescue government is here for change, and they are not here to corrupt or to steal from the Liberian people. But again, last night also, there were the news that the recast budget has been passed by both houses. So that means the Liberia envelope that they will be able to get something out of has been passed by the House of Senate and other House of Representatives. So people are also saying that no, that's not the right thing to do. How will you pass the budget at late night, as if to say Liberia is running away or things is happening? And then another mixed reaction. Some senators said they didn't sign with Senator Amma Kone and some representatives, also including Honorable Musa Hassan Belite of District Number 7, Nimba County, also saying that they didn't sign on the recast budget and so forth. These are some of the training news. These are some of the happening back home. But like I said, Liberians are gradually turning into walking, talking, and they are all confused about what's going on. How countries are turning the way things are turning. Children are not yet even in schools, flooding everywhere, and situation continue to go down. In fact, someone will say getting better day by day, but yet still the government officials are still swimming in millions of dollars. So far, these are some of the happening back home. Sekou, our team, and those of you who are following us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mabel. Something caught my attention today. I saw a photo of Chairman Musa Asambelete and that of ABC. It kind of caught my attention because ABC has now been in the news. Musa Asambelete being in the news 24/7. He's been working. But ABC being never been around for some reason. Maybe been around, but never been actually active. Saying doing anything, political. So I saw this today. I was like, wow. Let me see. I saw this one. And I saw him here.
Yes, I think that post came up, I think, about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 4 to 5 minutes prior to you sending me the link. So myself,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through, but let's short caption. I don't know whether you can see the caption. There also the caption there a little.
What does it say?
I feel let me go back, but I think they say we are working, and in less than 48 hours, something good gonna happen. In fact, there'll be beginning, but let me go to history, but I can take
Really?
Yes, it said in 48 hours, something gonna happen. So let me go quick to that.
Let me see. Say
Yes, and
Dash,
bring you the exact
Dash back to
quotation. Yeah,
ABC and let him know what's cooking in the next 40 hours.
good.
Well, we don't know what's cooking. We want to know what's cooking. Hopefully, Chairman Musa ability will will keep the SKTV,
Yes, informed.
as to what is cooking. We want to know. The Labrador people want to know. What is going on right now, Mabon? First of all, I want to say thank you for updating us. But anyway, I want to know what's going on with ABC and Musa Asambelete. There are a lot of conflicting information. We learned that Musa Asambelete is about to quit the Liberty Party. Somebody informed us about that one yesterday. And somebody said, well, Liberty Party is no longer a party of the people. It's going to be the party of normally family or friends and some Bassa people, but it's not going to be the party of the people as it has been. And given the history of Liberty Party, they haven't been able to do a lot as a party when they were at their best, especially when Councillor Bronskin was alive. So to see Liberty Party, Musa Belete, who was also, even when Bronskin was alive, Musa Belete was the chief financier of Liberty Party. Liberty Party was almost on the ground. Musa Belete was the one that actually uplifted the Liberty Party to make it vibrant. All the cars you saw there doing that 20s.
Yes, I think that was 2017, right? 2017, yes.
2017 election, Musa Belete bought all of them.
Yeah. I can still recall 2016. 2016 when at the party, I called it.
Yeah, he paid money to revamp the party headquarters and all the stuff. But then the only good thing, the good news for Liberty Party is that they are one of the leaders now, in person, Nyamli Kanga Lawrence, is in the pipeline now of making money, free money at that rate. And she probably will be able to handle the Liberty Party. Now we don't know how open she's going to be, how she's going to be willing to spend her own money on the Liberty Party or the money that is considered her money to spend on the Liberty Party like Musa Belete did. But hearing that Musa Belete is contemplating on leaving the Liberty Party at the same time being spotted with, Alexander Cummings, the political leader of the ANC and former political leader of the CPP and former presidential candidate. That speaks volume. It's a cause for concern. It's a cause for us who are political junkies to dig deeper to see what is going on, what is actually transpiring in the back. Yeah, so another thing, maybe that caught my attention. is Ami Moda issue. Ami Moda being the Minister of Commerce to be entangled with all these financial,
former United Party chairman.
yeah, of all these financial scandal one after another. But what is actually concerning to me, in as much as I frown on corruption, criminal activities by public officials or anybody for that matter, but it was somehow laughable to see Eddie Snow, Musa Ability reporting to Stanton Witherspoon complaining about corruption, complaining about legislature, corruption, complaining about government officials who are involved in corruption to Stanton Witherspoon. Isn't that funny? You're warning about somebody stealing thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, somebody involving in some kind of criminal or accused of being criminal. But you are there to report to the chief of all criminal who is being not only convicted but sentenced, waiting for a day to go to jail, but you have the courage. Government official, key government, that's why I got no respect for Liberia when it comes to politics. Politicians, majority of them, they are moralists. They have no value for themselves. They got no respect for themselves. It's all about fame. It's all about notice. It's all about popularity contest. In America here, if somebody is convicted for a criminal act, like Stanton was, for defrauding the federal government for over $100+ million and being sentenced to 4 years, some months jail, waiting to start to serve his jail term. You have key government officials trooping to go report each other to that person. In as much as I believe Ami Moda needs to be transparent, he needs to come clean, he needs to answer a lot of questions. But listening to Edwin Snow, from what I've listened to, whether it's during the hearing at the Liberian Senate or other areas where Edwin Snow has had a chance to speak about Ami Moda, you can see, you can hear, you can sense some level of hatred or hate or personal problem with Ami Moda. That's a fact. When Snow will be qualified to even point to somebody else's corruption act? Corruption of all levels should be condemned. But I'm not sure if Snow is the right candidate, the right person. And he's been very, very personal about it. That's something that really caught my attention. I'm not defending Ami Moda. I'm not saying what he's doing, what he's accused of doing is a good thing. But look at people that are talking. Snow is not qualified to call somebody corrupt or to talk about corruption out of somebody. And Stanton Witherspoon should be the last person to talk about this person here. $20 million. This person here. $6 million, my boy. You talk to me. You bring people money. You are convicted for stealing $104 million. Do you have the audacity, the nerve to talk about stealing? And people, like people in Liberia, they bow down to this guy simply because he got some media leverage that was given birth by the same stolen money. It's a shame. It's a big shame. Everything that is going on, Stanton will act as if he's for Liberia, for the Liberian people, but it's all about fame. And one thing I want to say here, the reason why I decided to actually mention Stanton today over and again, you know, he talked a lot of crap. And during that conversation, Mom, welcome, my man. How you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? What's up to the listening audience on SK Another day to be alive and well.
Yeah. Thank
And
you, sir.
I'm here.
So, Stanton Witherspoon told Musa Belete, you come here, you got to listen. You're not under your one show where you can be talking non-stop. And also referring to him as a rookie lawmaker and stuff like that. Yeah, Stanton, my man. Anything you say. Well, it is what it is. That's politics. That's politician. Those are politicians. They do whatever they can do. They can say anything. They can go down to the ground. They can belittle themselves. But that's politics. That's why I'm not a politician. Because there are certain things that I will never do. There are certain things that I will never do. No matter, let me tell you one thing. If you cross the line with me to a certain level, I will think it will never be the same again. Regardless. I may forgive you, but I will never. Things will never be the same. But again, politicians got no shame. They got no integrity. They do whatever they want to do. If it is good for the day, whatever makes them happy. If they think that it is politically, important for them, if they think it's politically expedient, they will go for it, regardless. You can shame them, you can buy them off them, you can say anything you want to say up to them. As long as you have the following, you have the leverage, they will run to you. Because for politicians, it's all about fame, it's all about popularity, it's all about who can hear me or who is listening to me. Because for them is marketing themselves, marketing their ideas, void of any concern of integrity or honesty or proud for themselves. So Stanton Witherspoon, and because Musa tried to somehow walk on the front lines, he said he cannot, because he's been victim, he'll be on the receiving end, at the receiving end of character assassination and misinformation. So he cannot emphatically say that Ami Muda, whatever, he did was that. He said until he can hear from Ami Muda, and until the allegation can be somehow proven, he doesn't want to join the bandwagon to, outrightly accuse Ami Muda of anything. But Stanton, this guy here, Snow, was very personal with Ami Muda. He was very direct. He did it during the hearing multiple times. He's very hateful and resentful about Ami Muda. I don't know why. And I'm not here to defend Ami Muda, but I don't think Snow is the right person, the right candidate to even point to anything that got to do with fraud or corruption. You're not even supposed to be working in the Liberian government. You're recommending the president to take correct, punitive action or maybe suspension or dismissal of Amin Muda. When you were dismissed by the Liberian people, you could not even run in the district you were in because of corruption. You got impeached, removed from your position as Speaker of the House of Representatives for corruption. You eventually had to transition, migrated from your district to different part of the country in order to be accepted by the Liberian people. Because people are now educated, people are vulnerable, people are gullible. Anybody can pray over them and do anything they want to do. People like Snowden are even supposed to be in government, in public office. From start to finish, from the time he was married to a chancellor daughter all the way up to today. From one financial scandal to another. But now Snowden all talking about Amin Muda being corrupt, Amin Muda being this, Amin Muda. I'm not praising Amin Muda, I'm not defending him. But I just believe that Snow is not the right person. Liberia, you got very few people who are honest. From Joseph Nima Bwaka himself, who won and dined with Stanton Witherspoon after being convicted, says a lot about Liberia and the Liberian politicians. In fact, Joseph Bwaka government officials, they compete as to who can give information to Stanton Witherspoon because they want to be on the right side of him because he has Joseph Bwaka's ears. Ego, Liberia. So that is a concern. I mean, with that issue. Another issue that I listened to the Speaker of the House saying that the reason why they got $45,000 car is because in their mind, they should spend $50 a day. $50 a day to go to work, times 3 years. You said that would give them $45,000. So that's why instead of paying transportation $50 a day, who pay $50 US dollar a day to transportation in Liberia to go where? So they can be so shameless when they're speaking as if they say people don't got sense. The other people will not just follow. People don't have calculator, people don't have common sense to even analyze. This is the reason why it's important for Liberian people to come together to really change a lot of things in Liberia when it comes to these lawmakers and their benefit. They may justifying they're getting $45,000 a day, I mean a year, in 3 years for a car, justifying that they're paying. How many times they go to work? How many days? How many days they have, serious thing going on? Who paying $50 a day? Okay, $50 a day from where now? From Morovia, from your house in Cinco to that place there, or from Oro to the Capitol building, you pay $50 a day. Oh, okay. From Grand Cru to that place, $50 a day. They're so shameful. They give you a job. That's why you get paid. Out of your pay, you pay your transportation. That's how it works here in this country. People give you a job. They're paying you. You're getting more than $8,000 a month. You can't pay your transportation from there. Or why don't you get $5,000 car? You can complete that and go pay. Maybe you go put it there, take car loan. As you get paid, you pay for it. You got whole 6 years. And for the most part, car loans, I don't know about Liberia, but car loan for the most part is around 3, 4, 5 years to 6 years to 7 years, sometimes maximum 7 years. So go ahead and make a down payment, take $5,000 at least from the government, and no 2 cars for you, 1 car per term. So she had brand new car. You're not buying no used car. Brand new car can take up to 10 years. It's still good. So you're talking about $50 a day for 3 years, and then you get another $45,000. You get $90,000 just for a car, and then they give you gasoline money to put it in the car. You're taking pay. That one not coming from your pay. What kind of country is this? You want to defend that? In fact, he's trying to say, you know, the constituency money that we put in the budget, as it stands right now, it will go in the budget again because is needed. So what do you have ministries? What do you have? Ministry of Labor? What do you have? Ministry of Education? Ministry of Health? Ministry of Public Works? Well, we have all the ministries and agencies of government. They're getting paid. You don't have to do their job. It's not your job to carry development in your district or your country. All you do, you advocate for it. You inform the government, the executive, then they will use the requisite agencies to go and effectuate the work. All you need to do is to make law and do oversight. It's not your job to spend. You can only appropriate for the government to spend it, and you have to make sure you have oversight over them to make sure they spend the money for the intended purposes. It's not your area. I mean, people just go to government, they know their function, but they want to lie to the Liberian people just to justify the stealing. Nobody should get more than $5,000 pay in the legislature. You're not supposed to get nothing for gasoline. They pay for your phone bill. You know that they even used to pay, I don't know, but now they even used to pay for their housing. They're going to get extra money for housing to have to pay for their rent. Ego. You have the whole country suffering. Some people, they never had cell phone in their whole life. Some people, when they eat rice today, they don't know what they're going to eat tomorrow. You have pregnant women dying because no good clinic or hospital to do a safe delivery. People got sick in the interior, they got to put in hammer or motorbike. Pregnant woman put on motorbike to bring them to town, to the nearby hospital or clinic. You can use that money to buy ambulances and put it in all the counties in all the districts with no house, with no problem. How can you are able to give $45,000 car to so-called lawmakers, useless people, for nothing? But then the people that are electing you to represent them, they don't even have ambulance to take them to hospital. How you justify that? How you justify that? How you justify the fact that, you know, they say, okay, they gave themselves certain undeserving, you know, title, calling themselves honorable, when they're the most dishonorable people, saying that, okay, we were the elected officials. You were elected by the people for what? To elect them, I mean, to represent them. But you are not doing the job for them. So simply because they gave you the title, they gave you the position, you are better than them. So you have some sense of entitlement. You must get all the best. So in Liberia, I don't know when Liberia will be okay. For me, I don't think we are on the right track. And I don't know when we'll be on the right track. But if you think we are on the right track, tell us. And my suggestion is we need to reform our system of governance. We need to reform our constitution. We need to revisit the pay of government officials and allowances and bonuses and benefits they got. And that whole idea of constituent visit, constituent money is criminal art. It's bogus. It's a fiasco. It's only a loophole to exploit the country. Unfortunately so. Mong, Mabon, what do you think?
Well, quickly tell us before more coming, maybe something that you don't even add up in your talking is even the lesson plate. Let me just add on to you to your discussion. The lesson plate that the ordinary people go out there to pay for as a tax, registration for vehicle. Guess what? They get one lesson plate or set of lesson plate, and they share it into two. Like for example, it will be having one at the back and one at the front. Honorable, that honorable you're talking about. So they will put one on car A and put the other one on car B. So by the time the police officer see them, they just pass.
Let me tell you something. I know how Liberia is. In Liberia, when you are government official, especially when you are a lawmaker, it means to them you are outlaw, you are above the law.
Good.
They don't even pay for insurance. They don't pay for government. They don't pay taxes to the government. They don't pay for registration. Nothing whatsoever. In fact, they got duty free. And they don't have what kind of goods they bring in the country. They got nothing coming in the country, but they got duty free. You know what they do? They sell it. They sell it to people. I know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just want to hear from you guys. Are we on the right track?
Yes, that
Are we on the right track? If not, what is the way forward?
Well, for me, I've said it countless occasions. One of the greatest mathematician and philosopher, the great Albert Einstein, said politics is even tougher than physics, because it's not only about what you believe in. You have to compromise on your own principle at times just to get things done. That's just the nature of the business. And I believe we will never get on the right track. And you said it right. I don't think I need to add anything to what you just said, because you just summed up the entire discussion. Second, when you travel around the world, when you look at other countries and the way how they operate, the Western world, or let's just say any industrialized country, and you look at third world or developing nation, like in the case of Liberia, no matter which analysis you can do, your theory, it will only come down to one or two reasons, and that is institution and system. Remember, when an architect, when you go to an architect, right, to build your house, there is a reason they got something they call a blueprint. It means all your vision for that particular structure or that house, it got to follow a particular code, because that's the foundation of the house. That's why the builders were used to be able to build a house. And based on your concept of the house, that's how the architect will come up with a design. Because everything, whether it's the kitchen or the dimension of the bathroom, the roof, everything falls within that particular blueprint. In the case of Liberia, let me tell you something. That's why I said the whole country needs to be fundamentally reimagined. The only thing is, it got to come from ourselves, and it can come from no one else. That's the only place, or the only topic I disagree on with with our oratress, this going July 24th. She listed all the problems, but then she tried to blame someone else. And in life, when you blame someone else for your problem, it only means that you are a mental child. It means you are not ready to grow up, because life is about taking responsibility for your own action. That's where I disagree fundamentally. Let me tell you something, Mabel. When you follow the people's system here, maybe one day you have an opportunity, by God's help, you will come to this country and just observe. It's good to observe. When you observe, you learn a lot. You don't learn from talking, you learn from listening and paying attention. Look, Melbourne, the reason I separate this country from any other democracy that exists on the planet is just because of the system that is set up. Do you know in this country, right, Melbourne, the three branches of government, they were set up in a way that one branch does not overstep their bound, that they don't become too powerful. So they check on each other. The executive branch got tools and resources they can use to suppress even your lawmakers. Even though from a functional standpoint, your lawmakers or the lower house, they got more governing power. But equally so, that's why the veto exists. That when they come out with law, the president can say, you know what, This is unconstitutional. It's like you guys giving yourself too much power and he can veto a bill. Look, the people, in the people constitution and their law, they have federal statute that check on every law. That just in case, because you know law were created by human being, right? And to that human being, we are infallible, we can be wrong at times. Every law that is written in the country, they got another law that will serve as a check to that law. That, okay, we expect A and B to happen. But if A and B cannot happen, we got option C that will make sure, just in case if something goes wrong. We don't have those things like, bro. Let me just give you one example to make things easy, like what I'm explaining. Take, for example, how our lawmaker determine their own salary and benefit, right? In this country, what do people do? They look at things like the cost of living. They look at inflation. They look at something they call the poverty threshold before they can determine how much they will take home for pay. Yeah. In Labrador, do you have anything closer to that? How do you even determine? Yeah. How do you live in a country where international statistical report says the average Liberian live on less than $1.50 per day, but you think it's okay to carry anywhere between $12,000 to $15,000 home?
And Mom, not to cut you off, judge that statistic you just give, right? In the speaker's mind, and do his explanation and defense for their corruption today, he said they calculated $50 for their transportation a day. You're talking about average Liberian living on $1 a day.
Yeah.
But just for their transportation, they calculated $50 a day per person. $50 a day just for transportation. Yeah. That amount to, according to him, that amount to $45,000 a year in 3 years. So they believe they're entitled to that twice in a term.
Yeah. And you don't know who even determining that, because you cannot determine your own paycheck. It got to be an independent body that will sit down looking at economic indicators to be able to determine how much you get paid. That's why I keep saying the people who envision Liberia, that's why I keep saying our problem starts from the inception. You see, several, when you follow history, I tell anybody, even though colonialism was a bad thing, but there was one good thing colonialism did to other African countries. That's why you see other countries are moving faster than us. They put in some kind of a system and structure in place for people to build upon. Why you think the Lagos of Africa, they got all these, they got the like places, the Kenya and the Botswana and most of the countries that are doing better, because even though it was not fair, it was not perfect, but they had a system to build upon. The colonial master came and duplicated what they did in Europe and other parts of the world to at least start. It was like the foundation. So either way, they would still be better than us. When it comes to Liberia, we don't have those institutions. We don't have that foundation. We don't know where to start from. If Lawmaker was to overstep the bound, who do you carry that complaint to in Liberia? Tell me which specific laws that are on the book to hold our Lawmaker. Maybe do you know that in this country, every major institution has got something called whistleblower, that the federal government hire people just to spy on people that are working in a particular organization, just to keep them in check. We don't have this thing. That's why I keep saying, the resurrection of Liberia will not come from democracy. It will not come from the ballot box, because everything is broken. Let me give you a typical example again. Why do you think now they start passing budget midnight when people are sleeping at night? Why do you think they are doing that? So people don't pay attention. Because it's like, that's why I gave the analogy that I say it's almost like you take a kid and put it in your candy store. What do you think is going to happen unsupervised? That's exactly what your lawmakers are doing, and that's what the whistleblower said to Front Page Africa, that the only reason your budget exists now is only to make people in both the legislative branch and the executive branch to become millionaires overnight. Other than that, nothing else the country exists for, or the budget exists for. That's all you have in Liberia right now. So this idea that we can do better, that we can put ourselves on the red track, no, it's wishful thinking, it's fantasy. It would never work. And the simple reason is the system and structure are not in place for it to work. That's it. So we'll never get on track, in my view.
All right. So move on.
Well, so like the budget people said last night, they concur. So myself, actually 100%, I concur with you people. For me, like always on the show, I always say that voting, like we said, and it just be like another complete waste of time, waste of resources, and making sure that people just go on the hot sun, or maybe they rain and cast their vote or their ballot and so forth. So I think we just name something about trusteeship or we need a group of people, let me be frank, or just trusted a shape that will carry us for maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now. But on a very serious note, from what we're seeing, we're not even hearing you, but from what we are seeing, where people are now passing budget midnight, things are happening overnight. I mean, we just gotta be careful before even someone will be sleeping in the night time. Wake up and say, "My man, they put everything behind that door. You gotta move." So for me,
let me get you a breaking news from yesterday, from last night, right?
Mhm.
You know what those guys did? They came up with a rule. Because a budget is like a law, it needs to be debated. People need to share ideas and argue on the budget to know what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. You know what they did? They created a rule or loophole that when the conference committee comes up with a particular budget, right? Or when they come up with some idea that is non-debatable. So even if you're a lawmaker and the budget is on the floor, or the recast budget or the original budget, when there are pushback from other members, once the conference committee come up with any idea, it means that at that stage you cannot even debate it to overturn or to say we can change things in the budget that we disagree with. It just becomes automatically. It almost so say one, so say all. When the caucus come from behind closed door, anything they say is final. You don't even have the chance to even debate it.
Yeah, but listen to the justifications. I don't know. Maybe are we going for a news bulletin?
Yes, I think let me get the team
Because
set.
I want us
Yeah.
to Liberia to start taking calls from Liberia. But
Yeah, so we'll start taking calls by 7:15 because we're going out for the news bulletin. So
while we go for the news bulletin, we're going to be here. Me and Mom are going to be here. We're going to continue the conversation. But one thing I'm going to add. Liberia, we are not going anywhere anytime soon. But Mom, what do you make of the push by Chairman Musa Asambelete with ABC? What do you think was behind this photo?
Maybe the chairman could be sending some, I would say, some signal to ABC that maybe it's about time to get off the touchline. I believe it's still early. For me, I'll say give it up to a year. But who knows? They are politicians. Some of us, we are not. So they know exactly what's cooking behind closed door. But this is now an ordinary picture. Yeah. Maybe he's saying that ABC voice need to be heard, maybe on a consistent basis, because things getting out of hand in the country. I don't know.
Maybe I think he believe that Labroa is in such a leadership now.
Yeah, that we got a leadership crisis, and it's time for him to start making himself visible. But for me, I still maintain material. Like, you know what? When the people of that country get serious for business, you will tell from their action. And the situation or the premise you lay about you listen to a guy like Snow, it can sound funny. I'm not saying nobody is rational, but certain people, when they talk on certain issues, it just suck the energy and the life from in you. If you see your Magio talking about corruption, how do you interpret that? Yeah. If you go to a committee hearing and Mangel and Bietar is sitting on a committee talking about the investigating corruption, if you're Irish president, what you will take from that image alone? I'm not talking about the substance, just the picture talking about corruption and Mangel and Bietar investigating people for stealing or Erin Snow.
You feel disgusted.
Or for Nanti Kofa. So,
yeah. And look at Nanti Kofa justifying stealing. Anyway. We will take a few calls before we get to we'll go back to we'll take a few calls in diaspora here. Maybe people want to chip in. Mr. Maulo is on the line. Mr. John Maulo, hello.
How you doing, Speaku and Monk?
We're doing great. How you doing?
I heard your question. I'm fine. And Monk, let me correct you on something. This country since 1847 ran under the same law. No senator, no representative paid themselves like that. This country constitution is a complete photocopy of American Constitution. Even in the country, we got trillions of dollars for their budget. They cannot pay themselves like that. That Constitution was written with the intent that the people who were sitting in those chairs were patriots, were visionaries, who wanted the best for their country. And somebody with that title would never do what these teams have done and continue to do. But then again, democracy states that when we, the people, are not satisfied, we can stand up. We can demand that it be changed. And we stood up. And we even demanded besides gossiping in the corner. No. So when our people don't even know their own rights, for them to practice democracy, is it the first thing they need to do, to know their rights before they go to vote? I can tell anybody today, Liberia will not change until the people they elect in those houses become patriots. When they become patriots, the dogs for president, that country will run. Because they will be mad that the right thing be done.
Thank you.
As long as you don't see people who couldn't even afford a bicycle and start paying their $10,000, you have just employed a crazy person. And that's what's happening.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mawul, as always. Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. Let's go to Mr. Melvin Deshiu from all the way Brussels, Belgium. Mr. Deshiu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You're live, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the time. I just want to get some light on what is happening on to the NPA.
Okay.
And the NPA, the man director, the reason why he has not bought a car yet, and for anybody, and he producing money for the government, is that they're receiving rental fee of $5,700 US per month for transportation. Managing director.
Hold on.
The deputy get the same. Yeah.
Hold on. Is your managing director getting how much? 5,000 what?
For transportation, 5,000 plus for just for transportation per month. That's some of the reason why Luther Tappert, the head of the board, accepted it, and in return, NPA have bought him a brand new car. Luther Tappert right now is running a brand new car. The propaganda on Amin is that they had a political fight within their own range at that time. You know what I mean? And he spoke today on his speech at the Unity Party thing, and that's what he was trying to put Amin down one way or the other. That's his own propaganda. But I want you to check on what is happening at NPA, the different directors that get the transportation money and they have not bought cars yet for the NPA staffers. So these are some of the things I wanted to highlight on.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This thing about Amin Muda and Snow, I know from all indication that Snow has some personal issue with Amin Muda. I noticed that during some of the hearings at the Senate, and some of the languages he uses on Amin when he's talking, you can tell directly they want him out. And everybody that sent on their group now, they didn't approve. The likes of Amin Muda, Sarah Beslow, Nyanti, Mamaka Belete, and what's his name? Sylvester Grisby. They will ban up those people. They will call their names. They will attach all criminal activity. Imagine Stanton Witherspoon calling for people to be reprimanded for presenting an oval for presenting essence budget to the legislature for the yellow machine. He calling for Sylvester Grisby and Mama Kability to be either fired or president should take action on them. And then suggesting if president does not take action on Mama Kability and Sylvester Grisby for the yellow machine deal, it means that Joseph Parker is guilty as well. Because they did not approve those people then being hired, being appointed. So they have every reason to tell the president to let him go so they can be replaced by the people they want. You know, in America here, there's something called temp agency, right? There are some agencies that can be used as a stepping stone to get hired by the company proper. But then the temp agency will always provide the opportunity for you to be hired. You can start on a temporary basis. With that, you're not entitled to all the benefit that full-time employees are entitled to. But then it takes time. But through that agency, if you come there, you perform well, then the company proper can hire you as a full-time employee. When we first came into this country, we went through that as well. You know, the temp agency for employment in the Joseph Parker government is the Stanton Witherspoon network. If you work there, or if you go through there, if you're in bed with Senator Witherspoon, you do a good job with him, and you listen to him, and you play by his rule, you dance by his drum beat, then definitely you will be the potential of you being higher in the government is high. So anybody who bypass that process, they will always have to say some bad things about you. Even though the government as a whole is not proceeding well, but they cherry pick, they point fingers at people that they don't want to see there. Isn't it, you know, intriguing to see a convicted criminal who's supposed to go to jail by next month, he has extended his jail term. I mean, he reporting to the prison. He has sitting there 3 times now. I don't know whether it can be more than 3 times, but he was sent back to October of this year. For that person to be the one to have the president's ear, I can't just get it. To have the president's ear and to make decisions as to who to work in the government. And all government officials are reporting to this individual. All documentation that got to do with the functioning of the government flying to this individual. And government officials are coming, the ministers, head of agencies are coming there to defend themselves or to come to prove themselves in front of another criminal. What is the essence? What are you telling the Liberian people? What a message you are sending? It's okay to be criminal. So long you didn't do it in Liberia, you're fine. Funati Kufa. He was here. He was guilty. He was in jail. He served his term and went to Liberia. But the fact that it didn't happen in Liberia is fine. He's now the Speaker of the House of Representatives. He could potentially be president one day. Thomas Fala, who was notoriously criminal-minded as deputy chair for Ways and Means, in the House of Representatives, ran away from a district, believing that you cannot be re-elected. He went to Lofa. Now he's re-elected. He's now the deputy speaker of the House. We can sit here all day, and Liberian people can say anything they want to say. We are not making any decision that could change things around. We vilify, we demonize, we disrespect good people, and we celebrate and embrace criminals, people with criminal record. And then we expect them to do something different. Are we really listening to ourselves? If Thomas Fowler was not a good representative in district that he was representing for 3 terms, he's one of the longest serving representative in the history of Liberia. If he didn't do good, for which he could have been re-elected, he left. He was part of all scandals under Jovial government when he came to the legislature. When you elected a man, not only elected him to bring him back to the legislature, but to make him the deputy speaker, then you expect something better from that legislature. Thomas Fowler, former convict. The political for a former convict who was locked up for criminal act. Thomas Fowler, a known corrupt bandit individual. Then he was the head of the Ways and Means in the legislature. Then Jeremiah Kumu was the deputy to Thomas Fowler, the deputy for steering. Then you made Jeremiah Kumu vice president for Liberia. Joseph Boakai, who was the head of the group of 77, wherein millions of dollars got missing. Who was there? He said he was a packer. He has nothing to offer to the country for 2 years, but he was taking pay $2 million plus a year. With no record to show for you. You elected him to be president, then you expect something to come out of the blue to happen. Whatever you plant, that's what you can read later. If you think you're going to plant cassava and get potato out of it, you are stupid. If you think you're going to go and farm corn and thinking that you're going to harvest rice, then you are very, very stupid. Whatever we plant, in the soil, that's what we're going to harvest later on. Liberia, if we're going to make any progress, if this country is going to be changed at all, we must re-examine ourselves and our decision making. Even Liberians in the diaspora, you would think that those in Liberia there maybe, they are not exposed to good things. Maybe they don't know how good governance looks like because they never experienced one. Maybe they know somebody they never work. They don't know how, good work is. Maybe they don't know the system. They have not lived, the system. But you living in America here, you still supporting bad people that got nothing to offer to your country. But then you want the country to be good. Melbourne, welcome back. And to the
program. Yeah, thank you. And enjoy imagine there's a song I think you can still remember one of the old songs. African money, well, African money. Oh God, they chop down, chop. Now I was just dancing, be the same, the way our organic chop. When we take on, I'm back after the news bulletin.
All right. Welcome back, Melbourne. Welcome to everybody who is listening to One second.
Wonderful. So, to those of you who just joining us, please, we want you to share, like, and comment. Thanks to all of you. You know, this song, there's a song, though, Monk. I don't know why you make of that song, African Money, we got the chop down. You know, and that's the kind of thing. See people who are borrowing from people, see their life, and see the people who giving the money to the borrower. I don't know why how you really see it. Oh, Mr. Namo.
I don't know. I haven't listened to it. Maybe I need to listen to it.
Oh yes, oh yeah, no, it's been around for a very long time. It's an old song, but I'm talking about our lifestyle as African, especially our government officials. Sometimes they go out of the country to go out and get funny and so on. Maybe sometimes they take loan, but see the lifestyle and see the people that are giving them loan.
Yeah. It was just yesterday that I got to know that Amin Moda was a board member of the FRB bank that went underwater, that he took $400,000 and refused or never pay on his loan. And there was some of the reason, but yet today he's the commerce minister. That's why I said the country, we don't have a country. The more that we pretend like we have a country, the better it gets. Look, Labra, there is no hope for Labra. There is no chance. Let me say we're on the radio. If you're Oma or Papa struggling Labra, or you're a young person, the idea that you can be optimistic. Look, you can only be optimistic and hopeful when you are doing things in the right direction. How can you say you are hopeful when you are going the opposite? How? To feed that you will get better and that things will get better, the president going to turn things around. Like, you live in fantasy, it's not going to happen. You are talking about, man, who is your acting minister, your current minister of commerce, that were on the board of a bank that took loan. What do you think going to happen? Why do you think the bank were requesting that the president intervene? They were all taking money from the bank, including Joseph Boga himself.
And Monk, and the president appointed the head of the bank.
Yeah, of the bank that went underwater to the central bank. Yeah, and making central bank. Look, the country is a lost cause. Don't waste your time.
Oh, Liberia. Anyway, maybe let's not put the line, Liberia. Let's hear from our people. Are we on the right track? If not, what is your suggestion for the way forward?
Wonderful. So the line already start blinking to this first. No. We'll not take our call at that. Please move away from the monitor because we want to get you clear. We already talking about also many things happening, so people want to get you clear. Please, 077-285-9619. That's the number to call. Hello? Yeah, go ahead. David King, you can always start with us bad. David King, I think today you'll be the last. So they call a good evening.
Yeah, they won't go.
As related to the question of as Labrador is moving forward, for me, when you ask how the Labrador is in your dying city in honor President Joe Biden, because this woman is not even a way of going in this country, because you put the people in the people mother who is 100% covered, who criticize President Trump. We are them that President we run thing now is doing more whether them President we are them. So I don't think that is this one in the right path because of the Boga is getting our country gradually. So
all right, thank you. So this got a good evening.
Yeah, let me see the blessed good evening, Mabon, and people see good show. But one of the show, I want to begin calling you for Jesus Factory District number 12 precise. And it's a good question people are asking the public. And I can assure the Liberian people, Mr. Boyka and his team, there's no change. There is no way Liberia is going to go from Liberia is coming back. If you see people like Louis Tappe,
Luto Tappe.
Talking about corruption, the man who stole the Labrador money during inauguration time in disgrace and bring our own public ridicule. La Luto Tappe discussing of corruption on Ali Moda. What is the difference between Ali Moda and him? They are the same people. And also, for Mr. Boyka, the man who rap bulletproof car, only because the car and using his president, we are using car, right? So we are using a bulletproof car. It's just a joke. If you want to do our conview, look at what is going on. School is open. Students are not going to school. Models. Look at the home. They are all flooded with water.
So what's the way forward now, Liberian? What's the way forward? All that thing we'll be talking. What's the way forward?
The only way forward right now in Sri Lanka is to turn it around for it is not the communist as the first people are going to teach the master and transform Liberia to the 21st century that will be able to create 600,000 jobs for we the young folks that are sitting at home, no job. So that's the only way forward.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening. The problem that they making the network already rain, you know, the rain been falling throughout. So sometimes you gotta move from the little hole, move from the hole and come outside.
The reason why you heard
My man, oh, your whole lot, yeah, whole lot.
We can hear them. We're hearing them right now. But it's okay.
Oh, all right, get in now. All right, go ahead. Yeah. So they making when you come, I'll put you through. Hello to this caller.
Yeah, my name is Kewu. I'm Kewu Hussein, and I call from Jacob's time. Let me say good evening to you, Mabon. Good evening to your panelists. I listen to Sekou and President Mon. Many time I will play the listening role at this pure, to listen and just get what they will be saying about our country. But when you say, are we hopeful? Are we optimistic that the narrative will change? If you are not, if no other Liberian will, I am very optimistic that Liberia will change and our country will get better. Like Dr. Bubla will always say, changing minds and changing attitudes. We have had political parties, we have had politicians, all the period of time. You were here when we had Master Leaf. We have donor funds coming in, we did not actualize anything. We came on George, we are not seeing anything. I think we have to be embracing our leaders. Now, our conversation, the first branch of government is a national legislature. Do we have the people at the legislature that represent the people? No, we don't have anybody there. We just have money eaters and people who are not in the interest of our country. Let me say this to you, maybe to end on this show, right? Now, our generation, your generation, our generation will not better like Liberia. All we hope for is the generation.
So, my man, hello. So, we would you be living? So, would you be living at that, my brother?
So, what I'm saying, Mego, to be honest, if we show up on it, then we will not get anywhere, right? So, your generation, my generation will not change this country because there is a system, there is a cartel. You will leave, maybe you in our studio now, you're preaching that going to get better. Tomorrow we elect our representative, you cannot change everything because there is a system that is already built, that is corrupt, that is manipulated, that is evil and dubious. You will mean I say that you are looking to change it.
All right. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. But don't mind. Everybody are not the same. Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Go evening. Your name and where you join us? Oh, yeah, I did David King. Thank God, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. You see, let me ask a question. What does the Arm River have to tell the rule that should not speak? That goes to Luton Taver. Luton Taver is morally been wrong. I know the inauguration 65,000 that was given to 365,000 that was given to Luton Taver to defy on the 73 electoral district 5,000. 1,000 of that money we having to be
you're not in the people party, my man. You part of the people party? Okay, the mayor will go off. Yeah, you don't need the people, you don't need the people party. Today's gonna go evening. Yeah, my brother. Go ahead and email from where Johns. Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Thank you for the show, man. Thank you for all that you do. God bless you. But what I will tell you, brother, the country will not change from judgment to judgment. 1,000 years from now, it will never change. Everything our first branch of government is just there for themselves. They only make law that will be better for themselves and their family. They get that for the citizen.
So what you think is a way forward? Should we forget about maybe one or two branches of government and focus on one? That's a question being asked. All right. All right, thank you. They may taking $50 per day for transport, while the civil servant, even police officer, not even getting 24. No wonder why the police officer and said they can be behaving the way they can be behaving. So let's call up. Go evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Let me say good evening to all government and following the show and also share. Lorenzo Baba, you might start to look at calling around how we see them. Yeah, well, you asked a very unique question, and this question, we Liberian, every Liberian, it is important for everyone of us to answer this question. The way forward. The way forward. What's the way forward now? It's a very brilliant question. And that question is to every one of us to think about it. Here after Joseph Baka, we have to set precedent on our leaders. Meaning, we will not continue crying, these people corrupt when we the citizen, we citizens of planet, we are looking at them. Remember, you know what for me, what hurt me so much? Like this country, our constitution have given the right to express our dissatisfaction at all time when there is bad practice of bad or other system. So, my question I ask myself always is that the constitution guide us to have our right to express our dissatisfaction. The reason why those things happen, corruption went on yesterday. We experienced all the tough civil war. Make people go back. Now, if we want to now come together and say, you express our dissatisfaction, it is our right to protest. But this is another country you hear people, don't go in the street, don't let somebody fool you. The politicians using us,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the politicians they are using us. We went through the civil war because we never wanted corruption. We felt that we were clearing all the mess so that people can be, so our leader will have some fear for the masses. But now in this country now the leaders don't have no fear for us.
Everything's getting worse, huh? But anyway, thank you. Yeah, thank you. You said we went to war so that our leader can be afraid, but unfortunately, in fact, they are even getting more brave and brave every day. So let's call up. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, go ahead.
And good evening to your panelists. I'm Prince Elkula and I'm from the district 4 of Moscow County.
Yeah, go ahead, Prince.
So like all supported this government or this BJ. We won't allow for this government need to support or for the party need to support. So like what the chairman has said, any other person within this party, within the party, and work within the government, you just see that you are one of the big hands that nobody can do anything to you. So if we look the country power, we are saying no. Because myself, like, I'm not working and I'm not benefiting from this government.
But you hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Tell us about,
Yes.
but do you think that the chairman even stay in charge?
Of course, I will tell you, yes, he's still in charge. So for Ami Modan issue, but now Ami Modan is supposed to be at a position. He's supposed to, let's say, sustain until he can clear his name from the corruption saga that is over him. So I will recommend to the chairman that Ami Modan should not be in a position. Let him make the recommendation to the president of the Republic of Nigeria, because whatsoever that will go on in this country, the president will be at the front because he is the one heading this country.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. So that means we're not going anywhere according to him. So let's call up. Good evening. Yeah.
My name is Iwasen. I'm calling from Chicago.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for the talk. Well, my attention has been drawn to the statement that was made by George Tappet. So it would take the country to be there. That's a place for us. Because I'm not serious. I'm not backing for that.
I got a lot of people who revenue. He said the revenue not serious.
No, because the government of money that took off 1,000 for the history of the plan has not given a country to the people. And you tell me, look, I'm dying the way who will be a revenue.
No, you don't want. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will say it because sorry to say it, but in my mind, it's not serious because it's talking about accountability. It should be a sample because it's already that's so many people saw. The people saw that because the actually found it out for that, but that's because it's better that they were going to do the right thing. But all of those, he was a very fine person that still protest to the president for a good job.
So what is the way forward now? We already into the water. What can we do now as people? All right. Thank you, Chief. Oh, Pascal David tried calling me. Pascal myself, like checking you the feature but because I've not been hearing you for a long time. That's something happen. But if you want to call Pascal, call me back. I'm going to. Yeah. Hello, let's go now. Hello, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
I'm calling from Division 11 Firestone.
From Firestone, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Quick, let me pick up Pascal.
Thank you again for bringing all this program. This commercial behavior in this country is very serious. The other day when we were talking about schooling, there are some people now they are not sending their children to school because no money. Because of the corruption of the government officials. Now, the only thing we the citizens need to do is to be well prepared that we use the constitution against these people. Because the only way we can fight them, that is where they have law against them, when it is something that we need to have, to go against them and say to vote against them and say the other thing to do, it is not correct. So that how we need to move against people.
But if you see a quick letter, let me ask you this. You people are the one that put the people into power or that get them position. But like the people are even more powerful than you people.
Yeah, we put them there, they are powerful because they are criminal.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, Chief, thank you. Thank you. Let me go to my good friend and brother Pascal. Pascal, good evening. Where you been, bro?
Thank you very much. Yeah. But guess what? I saw you 2 days ago. I was like, sometimes when people are doing that independent stuff, you just let them be. Yeah. So I saw you, and I was quiet. I have to allow you to have your wheelchair.
Yeah, that's it. So, I know. Yeah, forget it, my boss. We're gonna be the place.
Yeah, so yes, I'm involved with the Waffle tournament. Unfortunately, not many Nigerians are aware that there is a sporting festival in the country. Over 7 countries I was pleased to be named as one of the organizing members. So yes, I've been involved with football these few days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me tell my old man, we wanted to have some changes in the constitution regarding the tenure of elected officials. Have been reduced at least from 9 to 6, from 6 to 4. So the Liberian people said no. In fact, one man there went on the radio that said no to all. That one man said, you say no, and you ran with it. So the people who want to swear no ball. You say, you say no to all. So the people say, yeah, they don't vote against all. You don't want to say myself. So, I mean, we went good, but the brand people not.
So now, what's the way forward now? Because the complaints are just too. Yeah, we gotta go now. We gotta go to other people, Pascal.
Should start making fun. That money was inauguration. The first man. In fact, he was the first man who protested against his own government. The job. This man now, because everything is total tapper now. Talking to Abi Muda. All the people who support United Party say he may have money.
Gentlemen, you got to stop this kind of thing. But let me end on this, Mabel.
Yeah, quickly.
When you make decision through the ballot box, the law says you don't have to wait until there is another election. We can rise up. The Constitution says, Article 17, they say you can speak to your leaders, you can gather, you can protest. They will not fool you. Oh wow, and protest now. No, you can question this. You can assemble. You can ask them. You can go to the Capitol building. You can go to the executive mansion. You can tell the government that you left for 6 years. So say you're not leading all right. We're going to lead the office. It can work. But maybe on the way forward. Look, this is the water we're in. The water has no end. The only thing I would do, some of you already in the water, I would just stand on your back. If I never buy, I would stay on it.
I see you, man. So myself, I'm looking for somebody back to go stay on. You know, really, Pascal. Hello, my brother. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Let me just add to the call of gender. That is what I can always continue to see. This call I just listed, God bless you. You must have the same thing. The way you think is how we all are thinking. They usually make one of you just play. They drop our money in from your nothing. If we don't run out and think that like I'm building, that representative start taking 25,000. Let our people have some cheer for our money.
So if you put away blue, so that means you are talking like Liberia should put away the blue, the yellow, the green, and come together. I know, my brother. Thank you. Oh, no, I can't support that one. But anyway, keep a calls coming 07772859619. That's the number to call Liberians. Speak out. This is the time that you speak out. The people are chopping your money. You know, the song is also interesting. I'm not visiting more. Listen to that song. You know, now where that song go? African money, yep, chop them. No, the country is interesting. Other people are sleeping hungry. Other people are chopping. Good evening.
Thank you. My name is Prince Ayo. I joined the description thing. One of the things that I've been chopping to the
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate you know, there's no criminal in Liberia. No criminal in Liberia. The reason I say it is why was so good to people winning?
Yeah, go.
Why you can say rural and people don't get it? We know the people sitting away get it. And why a criminal? You know that people know the men come to every country. One man will rob over 1,000 cars. We know the money that he received to buy a car. He stole the money for what I can't remember. That is talking in the color, the blue, that's color, because no color man, like because color man, like therefore, I will feed to tell the government or whosoever that stole money, the money is paid for the government point that to give back. But everything when they do color, they go down color because when they do color, I want to tell you this year will back on the location. I think we want the constitution thing. The power is big us. How would you want the power? To get the power that don't want it, now you go down color. We see more than so. If you go color, they're more. For the more air, they will go. How they want to come on ministry? They are the Muda and I know they are involved. They are the Muda getting car because you see, road there, that all that kind of thing there. The people is down for long.
Okay. All right, you're right. The people, they are not corrupt. When they are corrupt, that means Liberian people are going to stand up and tell them exactly that in fact they are corrupt. So this call, good evening.
And the rest of the panelists.
My brother, go ahead, Chief. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnsonville Township tonight. Liberia is interesting, and we will continue to be like this because we are not a serious group of people. Okay, sometimes during election period, the kind of slogans you hear people are thinking real street corners, the kind of thing you hear people say.
Including the representative, eh? By the time he sees one of the men posters, he's there, yeah, they will change the bro.
Yeah, so it's got to determine up to where we are. You know, there's a famous adage in Liberia that says, don't blame what you felt, blame what you storm your toes, okay? If it isn't yourself, we are not ready yet to move forward. You go and bring a group of people who basically ran a country for over 20 years and left a deep wound of corruption, backwardness, and political devastation on the country, and you bring them back to power as though they are not other Liberians. Even if the argument only 2 at a time is Mr. We have filled the country and X, Y, and Z. Some of us, we put an option, we say, hey, Mr. Kumis, a man with a fabulous public experience, then they can lead the country into what we call prosperity. Is that the men are dead, the men are dying, and when God is seeing a group of people back to power. I mean, it's ironic because if you say, people they feel all 20 years, where we are. Then you go in that labor almost like, I mean, you leave a relationship or something like that. So after that time, then you go back to that religion. No sensible man will do that kind of thing. So right now we are crying, I mean, without them dying, you got that never raising money, and if I come out there to help you taking things, all of them, I mean, unprecedented looking on the stage, I now most. When people herald the slogan, we come in to rescue, we are a boy, we spoil our country money and everyone. So what's the case? So the key is basically to tell you don't need what they pay you, a possible need it. But the productive of their back up, they don't need what they pay and two warriors need it. So is it the case? You are heralding around here? So we are not serious.
All right, my brother, thank you. We are not serious. I don't know when we'll get serious. Just take 1 or 2 more calls, cross over to the team. Hello? Yeah, I thought you're not getting a new job. How can the job still continue? I hear sound behind you.
People should stop being deceptive. That question is a form to the people of Liberia. It's a abuse to all the flappy faces. My name is P.O.P. Willie and I join you from Stokely to Shufu. This means P.O.P. Willie is known by Lucas Tapper. Lucas Tapper took money from me for jobs.
Oh, hello. You are bringing allegation though. Okay, go ahead. All right. Okay, so what you do, yeah, the sound is not behind you, it's just too much. That's a wild allegation. I think just call me after the show, then maybe I'll talk to Seku and Brazilian Mom so that he can maybe we can give you time. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, well, I'm John Sir, calling from Real Life.
Yeah, go ahead, John Sir.
All the best thing we see in the country that the federal government uses the whole country.
Okay. So that means democracy is not helping us.
Because we all will have to put this survey there. The 90 go have 1 year they are not gone. Everything is made up. The whole country is made up. Everybody trusted the food that people use doing the world. And the birds going back out every day and night. So the best thing everybody you see, that's what they're going there. And we change the country here. Most of
All right. Thank you so much. Let's put military there instead of voting back to back and not getting any good thing in return. Today's caller, good evening. Hello. I'm okay. Thank God, my brother. Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us. Mm-hmm. No, not about overthrow. You don't even have to overthrow. Go to the Capitol building and tell the people what you want. Simple. You know the problem there too. People are making 125 to get beat out. What is the take you? Seku, we got to come back. Steve, I mean the system or Business Monk, at least so you people can really respond to the caller before we leave the radio. Seku, are you people there? Or just... All right. So to all of our callers, yes.
Yeah, I'm here, Mabel.
I'm here.
Because, okay, I want to give you people more time, at least so that you can respond to the callers before we go off the line.
I want to go get ready, Mabel. So I got to run away from here. So after the show, so yeah, but so Mom, we listened to the callers, we heard them, and almost always when we open the lines, we're getting the same reactions. But what is missing is we are not seeing the real reactions being put to practice. We want to see people practicalizing their emotion, their feeling, their thought process, what they think, what they believe that they need to do. Talking will not solve the problem. You need to take action. These lawmakers, they are not your representatives. They are representing themselves, their pocket, and their family. But what even makes Liberia problem more complex and confusing? Nobody to trust. You are talking about now, Ami Moda, is now this, is not that. Luther Tapper is not this, is not that. What about the people that hire all of them? The fish head is rotting, then you're asking for the tail? Once the fish head is rotting, nothing else can get out of it. In Labrador, they say, hey, boy, you're asking for beer. Joseph Boakai himself has enabled and continue to enable corruption and stealing from the Liberian people. Joseph Boakai himself, he continued to somehow encourage government officials taking from the people and giving nothing back. Look at the travels. Look at all the trips, all the expenditure. $2 million here, $1.8 million here, $1.5 million here and there, just to travel for the sake of putting money in their pocket. What is coming to the country? What did Joseph Boakai do or say about the $22 million that was squandered or mismanaged on the so-called road construction? Has Joseph Boakai clarified what happened to the $41 million or 29 of $19.5 million yet? What about Joseph Boakai's action to lie to the Liberian people in boldface? Say he had a friend, long-term friend, that gave him $80 million worth of equipment on the gentleman agreement. If that is coming for a president, what do you expect of his able lieutenants? The ministers, the head of agencies and directors, what do you expect of them? Let's be honest. If the fish head is rotting, the whole body is trash. Joseph Nyema Boagai, I've said this before, and you people thought I was supporting George Weah. Whether George Weah government or any other, if George Boagai want to do some good thing for Liberia, if he wants to be taken seriously, he should set example. He should set a precedent. He should be the good example. But again, I don't expect much because I know he's not in control. I know he doesn't have the energy, the capacity to do anything for Liberia. I know that. And those who saw him and brought him on the Liberian people, they did it with the sole intent, with the sole purpose of exploiting the country and region to enrich themselves. And that's exactly what they are doing. You know very well, prior to the election, both Mo Ali and Ami Muda, they badmouth Joseph Boakai. They talk a lot of crap about him. Some instances in private with some people, and somehow with more than one person. We are privileged to some of the information that they said, some of the things they said, but simply because it was prudent, it was politically expedient for their political life. When they saw that Joseph Boakai could potentially win the election, they changed their mind because they know what is in it for them. Now they are in their position. What do you expect of them? The only reason why they came back to Joseph Boakai in the Unity Party after being disgraced, it was for them to use the opportunity to exploit. Now we also have the thing, we hold the thing forever. The Benedict can take over, and then we just be there. So let's join in, take whatever we can take. When they go Unity Party, government finish. Joseph Boakai finish, Unity Party finish, because they're not going to get along. So before we leave the line, I want to say thank you to you, Melbourne, and the entire team of Truth FM, and also a big thank you to Monk, as always, for you, especially you two, for holding the ground regardless whether I'm here or not. I can't thank you guys enough. And to our many audience, follow well wishers and supporters. You've been very slow lately, except for a few people in supporting SKTV. Don't hesitate to support us. We need your support every day, any day. So we'll allow all of us to continue to do our best. We will play our part. We inform you, we will educate, and we will give our opinion. But what we can do, we will not do anything that is outside of our, our power. We will do our best. You have to help us help you. Thank you all. And back to you, Monk, and then we'll go to Mabel before we go.
Yeah, I think you sum it all up, and that's the reality. Our people on ground, they know exactly. It's a unanimous consent among everybody, whether you are old, whether you are young. They can see the reality. They are the one that live it every day, and they came out to one conclusion: the country is not going anywhere. We keep talking about the problem every day. We know the problem. We have diagnosed the problem. The only thing remaining for Liberia is what would be the appropriate step moving forward, and if everybody's going to be on board in spite of politics. Because the people that are calling, they're not saying, oh, I'm a sedition unity party. The one thing they all agree on, that the country is not going anywhere. Okay, accepted. But the country is not going anywhere now. What do we do next to move the country in the right direction? Some people say military. For me, I don't trust that military. All military are not created equal. Liberia is not gaining. It's one of the mistakes we keep making in this war, that to assume that just because something working in one country going to work in our country. The one reason I say that military is not serious. Look, poor politics aside, when Georgia went for that walkout for almost 38 days and left the country, it can happen in no serious country. That a president would just leave and go on some kind of safari, whether he watching walk or whether he just traveling and just merry-making around the world for that length of time, abandoning the duties and function of the state. It won't happen anywhere. Military will step in. There are a lot of things that you expect for our military to say, you know what, enough is enough. They let slide.
Something happened. I'm sorry. Before I even left, somebody called and I answered the call. The person been on hold forever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can close the show up. Then tomorrow we'll continue from there.
Patrick, I'm so sorry. You can give us the closing. You close the show for us. I'm so sorry.
All right, God bless you. Good evening, guys. And good evening.
I know. I was gonna play fun for that. I'm sorry.
evening to the Liberian people. Monk, you just what I want to say, the best way out is for the Liberian people to come out and carry out a non-stop protest until Joseph Boakai can resign with his corrupt gangster. There's nothing going to change. They see where the Liberian people set an example on the so-called corrupt Ria regime, and they didn't rest until they brought him out. This time around, they should not allow a corrupt government to stay in power for 6 years of long suffering. 1 year is too much. The government has gone almost 8 months.
We get 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, so it's time for the people to come out, let the Liberian people stop being coward and take a decision and set precedent on these corrupt people. That's the only way. Protest is democratic. You come on the street and you call on the international people and call Boakai, say enough is enough. Although we starting from the inauguration corruption, we come to another 22 million. It come to this other yellow machine. It come to corrupt bosses. Now it's to Ami Modal. First, they see Ami Modal went and collected money from his so-called Lebanese people, Arab people, to increase rice. That one backfired. Now he has taken, corruption. Enough, Liberian people. You stop being coward and get on the street and behave like the Kenyan people. That's the only solution. Nothing else, nothing more. We don't want no war in our country, but you have the right democratically to protest until we got customers there who can collect money. No Deloitte again, no more. All those corrupt fools there, all of them did not go sit down now.
Thank you.
You take the democracy in your hand and protest against this corruption. That's the only way the corruption will end in our country.
All right, Hendrik, so much. Thank you so much. So my people, Mom, you close and then we go home.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it for the day, and we cover ground again like always. The Liberian people will decide the fate, their own fate. Nobody is coming to rescue you if you're in Liberia. Don't think that somebody is coming to rescue you. If you will accept it, you will accept it. If you would disallow it and say this is enough, and that's what we will follow. We will keep informing you. We will keep educating you. We will keep giving the information that you need to hear, not the one that you want to hear. Because most of you, that's why giving the country problem. Why do you think we can go to an election, Mr. Kanye, and people will just decide to sit out because they think that they are exhausted, there is no way forward, that they have tried so many variations of leader and keep getting the same result. So they think like, you know what, there is a waste of time. But waste of time and just throwing in the towel is not an option. The Liberian people will have to stand up, and you are given that constitutional right to decide your own fate. Until then, so be it. For me, I already take my side. I think Liberia need trusteeship at least for 4 or 5 years. Put certain structure in place before we can go to election. That's what I believe. That's my own path. But who am I? I'm just a single guy. The Liberian people themselves will be the one to determine their own destiny.
Thank you so much, Mom, as always. So, folks, somebody was asking us, that the show was good today, that, money to carry his plate around, people can support. No. We say Friday. We're going to do that on Friday. On ordinary days, if you choose to support us, the numbers are always there. They automatically appear. The number automatically appear. It's pinned right there, under there. It says, please support SKTV, Cash App. You have the Cash App number, and then Zelle, you have the Zelle number. We don't have to talk about it all the time. We don't have to say it all the time. If you have it, we appreciate it. If you don't have it, that's fine. But since we agreed that we will do it on Friday, every Friday, we will keep reminding our people to support SKTV. That's all we can do. But yeah, like we said, if you do, we'll be here. If you don't, we'll be here. But we can only do so much. But your support is highly, highly appreciated. Thank you all. We'll be here tomorrow again. I'm still working on my schedule, making sure that I'm available as many times as I can in the week to be here, to be a part of the show. Thank you so much. We love you all.